Marcus, Monica, we have 4 new chefs to meet. First of all, the skills test. 2 of them, Monica, are going to be doing your skills test. Marcus, 2 of them yours. What are you going to get them to do?
I would like our chefs to prepare and cook this lamb neck, served with baba ganoush, a pomegranate vinaigrette and some toast.
We're off to the Middle East. Fabulous.
Not sure how many of our chefs have cooked lamb neck, but if they cook it with care, should be fine.
The years gone by, this was seen as a second-class joint, wasn't it? For stews and for braising. It's got a little bit more sinew, a bit more fat running through it. And if you like that on your lamb, then it's a great alternative.
Off you go, 20 minutes, Marcus.
All right, first job, to the lamb. We're going to cook this medium rare.
Lamb neck, because as you can see there is a muscle joint in the back of it, if you're going to cook it pink or medium, it does need time to rest.
Lamb neck's in the pan, just oil, some hard herbs. So just keep turning the lamb neck. Some butter in there.
When you're napping that butter over, is it cooking the outside of the meat?
It is, but also the butter, when you do that, what it does, it aerates the butter so it doesn't burn.
Hey!
Right, so now onto this toast. I'm just going to flatten them out. And what I love about doing it this way is it goes in the oven with olive oil, salt and a bit of pepper. You just puff up and absorb. It's almost like a crunchy fried bread. Now onto the baba ganoush. I've got a cooked aubergine here. And scrape out the aubergine out of the skin.
Baba ganoush is a lovely sauce. It's cooked aubergine with a lot of garlic and a bit of tahini paste as well. And, you know, you just dip your bread in it. Beautiful thing.
My tahini. The cumin. Nice glug of oil. You mix that up. What I love about aubergine, especially cooked this way, they do take big flavours. They really do. Chopped parsley. So, take out the lamb, nicely cooked, so it's nice and charred, so it's like it's been over a fire.
Beautiful. I love the colour on that piece of lamb, look.
And that's what I want. I want that colour. I don't want them to be afraid and all delicate. I want them to really get some energy into it. So we're going to make a pomegranate vinaigrette. So some Dijon mustard, sherry vinegar, and sweetness from the pomegranate molasses. So this is going to go on the side.
The vinaigrette, you've got some lovely ingredients like the pomegranate reduction there to add to it. You've got some herbs they could fold through it as well. And it has to have a nice emulsion to it.
Bit of pomegranate. Wow. And a few of the seeds out, not too many. And I think we're ready to go. It's a bit of crunchy fried bread.
How's that, chef? Look at that.
Big.
Oh! I've never doubted you for a second. Yeah, look at that. Look. Fabulous.
There you have it. Prepared and cooked lamb neck, baba ganoush, pomegranate vinaigrette and toast.
Yes.
I think our chefs can do this. The cooking of the lamb, you need to keep calm, cook it beautifully. Baba ganoush, we're giving them the aubergines already cooked, vinaigrette to cut through the richness of that baba ganoush. And they have to make some nice toast to go with it, because, you know, we're dipping into this baba ganoush.
Monica, you're going to leave us now, but I know you're going to be watching intently. See you in a bit.
All right.
Good test, this. Let's see what they make of this lamb neck. Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm looking forward to this.
Let's call them in.
Who have we got first?
33-year-old Gabrielle
Hello.
is a chef working for a private household in London.
So either it's quite quiet and chilled with just the family, or it can be like a house full of guests and be quite full on. So I first began cooking seriously when I went out to do a ski season in the Alps. And from then, I worked on boats, whether it's sort of spending the winters in the Caribbean or sailing across the Pacific. You're in these remote places, you have to go to the local market and work with the ingredients that are there. And I think it's definitely informed my cooking and the dishes that I serve today. My style of cooking is fairly casual and approachable, but with an air of refinement to it. Having Marcus Waring and Monica Galetti judging your food is always going to be a bit intimidating. But I've worked for some pretty high-powered, pretty intimidating people, and so I think I should be okay.
Welcome to Professional MasterChef. This is a skills test, and this test was set by none other than Mr. Waring himself.
I'd like you to prepare and cook the lamb neck, serve it with baba ganoush, pomegranate vinaigrette and some toast.
Okay,
20 minutes, over to you.
great. Just going to remove some of this sinew.
Cooked a lamb neck before? Prepped it and cooked it before?
I have not.
So she's trimming some of the sinew off. She doesn't have to take all of it off, but it's fine to remove some, so it's not too tough.
What's your background, Gabrielle?
So I work as a private chef, and before that I worked on super yachts for many years.
Super yachts. So how long did you do that?
A decade?
Wow. All over the world?
Yep, a lot of time in the Caribbean and Europe, and then I also went across the Pacific.
What was your favourite place?
French Polynesia was pretty special. Just an incredible location, amazing seafood.
And the most difficult place to get decent fresh produce?
Also, same answer.
Right, so have you got a plan?
I'm just going to sear it a little bit, and then I'm going to pop it into the oven, and then I want to leave it to rest for at least a few minutes at the end as well. I'm going to put this in the oven now.
No, it looks good.
I'm just going to fry off the bread.
Sounds like you've had a fantastic career. Why MasterChef?
So I've been back working in London as a private chef for a few years now, and I was kind of ready for the next challenge, I guess.
Gabrielle, you are halfway, so you've got 10 minutes left.
Okay.
We've got the lamb in the oven, got the
Yeah.
toast you're pan frying, you've started your baba ganoush.
Yep, so I'm just grinding up some garlic and some spices.
Yeah, looks good. I love the flavour she's using. She's doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah.
So what have we got left to do?
Just the vinaigrette and take the lamb out, which I'm going to do now. I don't want him to overcook while we wait.
Where did you learn your art?
So I spent a lot of time learning on the job. I'm not classically trained, and I've never worked full-time in a professional restaurant. I've done sort of little stints.
Tell me about the vinaigrette. What have you got in there?
So it's got a little bit of Dijon mustard, some white wine vinegar, pomegranate molasses, just to sweeten it up a bit. And actually, it could do with a little more, because it's still a bit tart.
Good to see her tasting everything. I think she's ready to plate up.
Right, Gabrielle, you've got 2 minutes left.
Right. Should we have a look at this? Moment of truth.
I'm pretty happy with that.
No, it looks good. Looks really good.
Done?
Done.
In time. Well done. You all right? And breathe.
Gabrielle?
Hello.
You seem to work your way through that.
The lamb, perfectly cooked. Fantastic. The vinaigrette, you've got the pomegranate flavour running through it. It's sweet, it's sour. You're tasting absolutely everything. The baba ganoush is delicious. I think this is an excellent start to your competition.
Gabrielle, I like that you trimmed down the extra sinew on the lamb neck. Cooking of it, searing it, you know, letting it rest, understanding that takes knowledge. Yeah, a joy to eat. I'm excited to see what your signature round is about. Good start. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
Your baba ganoush is packed full of garlic. That with the sharp, sweet vinaigrette of pomegranate. Absolutely delicious.
Thank you so much.
That's a first-rate skills test. And look at it. They're still eating.
Great start. See you in the next round. Go on. Thank you. I can't remember this happening where we just stand here and demolish the dish on a skills test.
It's slightly
So
embarrassing, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's not real. Unbelievable. It went so much better than I could have dreamed of it going. So yeah, good. Phew. It's over.
Next in is 33-year-old Jovan.
Nice hair.
Originally from Malta, he is now an executive head chef at a Sicilian-inspired restaurant in the heart of London.
I always wanted to be a chef since a very young age. I grew up on a farm. We always had sheep, chickens, rabbits. We always made our own cheese, honey. So I grew up with the direct contact with the produce. That's why I love working where I am, using loads of spices, fresh ingredients, fresh fish. It just gives me that feeling of being at home. I've entered MasterChef because I like to challenge myself. I've been waiting for this moment for a really long time, so I'm definitely gonna give it my all. Service, please!
Welcome to MasterChef. This is a skills test, Jovan.
Yep.
And this skills test was set by the chef over here, Marcus.
I'd like you to prepare and cook the lamb neck, serve it with baba ganoush, a pomegranate vinaigrette and toast.
Okay.
That sound okay?
Yeah, I think so, chef.
20 minutes, off you go.
Okay. Let's start by cleaning this. Breathe, Joanne.
You all right?
Yeah. Okay.
Breathe, Joanne. You got this. He's trimmed his lamb up. He's cut it in two. That's all right. I'll cook faster. I hope he doesn't forget to cook his meat.
Where did your love of food begin?
I think in my grandma's kitchen, really. As a young boy, she used to cook away, and I just watch her, really. And I think I just picked that love from there.
That's good. But I'd really like you to get your lamb on now.
A bit of tahini in there.
Giovanni, put the lamb on. Put the lamb on.
You've had 5 minutes.
Yes, chef.
Finally.
So, a bit of olive oil. Yeah.
Remember, you've also got to make a pomegranate vinaigrette and some toast. Wow.
Yeah. You've done that before.
A few times, chef.
Either that or you play the drums.
Okay, I like his pace.
Jovan, you are just over halfway, so you've got about 9 minutes left.
Yeah.
Okay?
Lamb's got a lovely colour on it.
What position are you in the kitchen you work in?
I'm exec chef.
Exec.
Yeah. I know it's a bit of a bigger title, but
That is a big title.
I am very much a head chef, though, in terms of hands on the job.
Executives tend to sit in offices, don't they?
I don't know. I don't want to say
normally.
that. I don't want to get a lot of backlash after this.
Go on, pour it on. Pour that butter on.
Yeah. You're doing okay. Your bread's in.
Yeah, lamb is cooking.
You've got enough time.
There's never enough time, Greg.
He's right. You've got 3 minutes left, so you've got
Okay.
3 minutes to dress your dish, so plenty of time.
Okay. Just a bit.
Nice looking toast. That lamb is a bit under.
I like that. I think that's a good idea.
You all finished?
Yes, chef.
You had a minute left to go. Well done.
All right, Joanne.
Good, thanks, chef.
That's a good start.
Your lamb is a little bit on the undercooked side. I think you should have got it on a bit sooner. The vinaigrette, it's just a little bit too much pomegranate molasses. It's just a little bit on the sweet side. But I like the way you worked. You're very well organised. The presentation, I like the fact you got your toast into shapes. I like the idea of the baba ganoush on the toast and the lamb on the side. So overall, really good start, very well organised. Just focus on the detail of flavour, more tasting.
I like your thought process, from the cooking of your toast to the way that you plated it. I like the texture of your baba ganoush. I think it's a good start.
Lovely presentation. I like the sweetness of your dressing because I've got a very, very sweet tooth. But your lamb's a little under for me. Jovan, not bad. See you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On the whole, it went pretty good. I got very constructive feedback that I will take forward in the competition and in life.
We've seen two already. Monica, I'm sure you got a fantastic challenge for them. What is your skills test?
I'm going to get our chefs to make us a apple tartatin served with a Calvados anglaise.
We've got a boozy custard and an apple tart. Marvellous stuff.
I think the caramel, the cooking of the apple, the pastry, the sauce, it's a fantastic skill, but it's a skill that I think will scare our chefs.
20 minutes, off you go, chef.
Right, let's do this. First thing I want to do is to get this tartatin in the oven. So I've got butter, thick bit of butter, and what you do is you sort of press it into the base of your pan.
You really have got a buttery base.
You're a buttery base. And then sugar on top of it. We have our apple.
Where did you first learn to make a tartatin?
At the Gavroche. And it was also the best thing to have for breakfast. You'd have the leftover tatatins from the night before and used to fight over it in the kitchen. I'm scoring the apple, so that's going to make it cook much quicker. Cut a circle of the pastry, and I'm just pressing it around.
I've seen many being made, and you make caramel, you slice the apples down, and then you put the pastry over it, and then in the oven turn it out when it's done. I've never seen this before.
This classic way of making it is the simplest, but the best way, because I love how the caramel catches the pastry.
Everyone's got a different type of technique. The most important thing is a hot dessert with pastry and a lovely caramelised apple, nice and hot.
You also need to pierce the top of the tatin so that the steam can escape.
If you don't, then that moisture and that steam will stay inside and it'll dilute the caramel.
So the tart is in the oven. I'm going to make my anglaise to go with it. Vanilla pod into the milk and the cream.
Creme anglaise in a custard, the difference is...
One's thickened with the starch, so you can have it hot and you can boil it. You can't boil a sauce anglaise. So you'll never, ever get a hot sauce anglaise in a restaurant anywhere.
Hey. And then we're going to add the milk warm to it, am I right?
That's right. And then a splash of Calvados at the end.
Apple brandy. Lovely. Hey, unbelievable. I love that.
And I'm just going to put that pan back on the heat because it's got the caramel in there.
Yeah, go on, kid. Get amongst it.
More of that, just through it.
Wonderful.
Just on the side.
Lovely custard.
And there we have it, tartatin with a Calvados anglaise.
Yeah. Beautiful and really clever.
That's a nice technique to get a tartatin done quickly. Whether our chefs do that, well, we'll see.
Marcus, you're going to be on Pud Watch. We'll see you back here for another tasting. Get him in. This is going to be great. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
First to face Monica's skills test is 29-year-old Kasei. Originally from Australia, she's now a head chef at a contemporary Japanese restaurant in Bath.
We take a lot of Japanese produce, also a lot of British produce, and then put a quite intense Japanese influence into it. I was born in Australia in a town called Mildura. Small farming town, lots of grapes and oranges and stuff like that. So we were always brought up around really fresh produce. I started waitressing at about 20, and then I covered for someone in the kitchen who was on holiday, and I was just hooked as soon as I went in. So I did a 3-year apprenticeship and then 2 more years in Australia, and then I moved to New Zealand for a year, Sweden for a year, and now here. Travels have heavily influenced my cooking style. Going into the MasterChef kitchen for the first time, I think will be a little bit intimidating, but hopefully I can keep my nerves under control. Service, please.
Kasei, welcome to Professional MasterChef. This is a skills test. This one was set by my good friend Monica.
Perfect.
I would like you to make us an apple tartare served with a Calvados anglaise.
Okay,
20 minutes, off you go.
thank you. Goodness, my hands are shaky.
So what's your plan for your tartare?
Get my caramel going, put a little bit of vanilla in there, put the apples in. I think the most important thing is to get the tartare in the oven, and then I can focus on the anglaise and hopefully get that done pretty quickly.
Good. That's a great plan.
Have you made a tartare before?
Only once, actually. Yeah, my partner's French, so he showed me how to make it.
Is your partner a chef?
He is, yeah. We met in Australia. We ended up working in the same restaurant.
So did you both come to the UK together?
Yeah, we did. Now we've been here for a couple of years.
Generally, a tartare is either half or quarter of an apple, but she's slicing the apples. It's more like a little apple tart rather than a tartare.
Right. So you've got a caramel with sliced apples and now the pastry on the top.
Yep. Just tuck that in so when I flip it back over, hopefully it keeps all the juices in.
She hasn't put any holes in top of the pastry, so little error there.
You've got 10 minutes left.
Okay, I'm sure that's going to fly by. Creme anglaise and Calvados sauce.
We've got eggs, sugar in one bowl, milk, cream, and vanilla in the milk. So she's making a beautiful, rich anglaise.
I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to add the Calvados. I don't know if I should boil it a little bit and add it at the end.
Okay, so she's reduced a bit of Calvados and she's just poured it into the custard. I just don't think there's enough Calvados in there, to be fair.
You've got 5 minutes left.
Hopefully my tartare will be cooked on time. My partner will be disgraced in how I pronounce that, I'm sure.
He might not be able to say didgeridoo properly.
Okay, now the moment of truth.
Da, 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 da. You all done, chef?
I think so.
You made that look very easy.
Oh, not on the inside.
Well done.
Kasei, I like how calm you managed to stay. Made the tartare with the caramel. You burnt off the alcohol of the Calvados. It's just made it really sweet, but I love the texture of the anglaise.
I think you could have maybe put a few more apples into the pastry. It's more like a tarte fin than a tartare. The caramel is delicious. You've got vanilla in there as well. The apple's beautifully cooked. Great attitude to the kitchen.
Thank you.
You slice the apples really thin, so they're cooked. There's caramel in there. You've got vanilla in the tart. You've got vanilla in the custard. I'm really happy with this.
Thank you.
Kasei, we're smiling. You're smiling. Great start. OK, see you in the next round. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, what a whirlwind. That was incredibly tense. That was amazing though, really good fun.
Last up is 31-year-old Kyle, who's a sous chef working in a country house hotel on the Durham coast.
As a kid, like, I always knew I wanted to be a chef. I remember, like, running home from school. I'd watch, like, Ready, Steady, Cook. Used to love all that and then try and reenact little bits and bobs in the kitchen. When I cook, it's an escape. I like to just get lost in it, get immersed in it, and my whole life's always been about food. I've always had a plan to do this competition. I've won regional competitions in North East Chef of the Year. I want to see how I react to a national level with some of the best emerging chefs in the country. I think I belong in that category. I don't think you get bigger than this.
Hi, Kyle. How are you?
It's pastry, isn't it?
It is pastry. Is that OK with you?
It's gonna have to be, isn't it?
You have 20 minutes. Good luck.
Cool, thank you.
He looks nervous. He's like, oh no.
So, though you haven't made a tatatame before, what's your plan?
Very quickly caramelise these off in a bit of the calvados in the pan, some butter, and then I'm gonna cut this out, cover it over, pop it in the oven, and then try and remember how to make a creme anglaise.
Right,
then, get underway.
Let's go. Yeah.
It's the sugar. One of the most important ingredients is forgotten, is sugar. So he's thinking like he's caramelising a piece of meat. So he's got butter in a pan and he's cooking it. This is a pudding, so you can't get a caramel without sugar.
Quite rustic.
You're halfway, so you've still got 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll disappear fast though.
So your tatatame is in the oven, and now you're making your anglaise, yeah?
Yeah. Been a while since I've made one.
So what sort of food do you do, Carl?
So it's a bit of a mix. I love like Asian style food, Italian, Spanish, like a bit of a mix. I haven't really got a style that I try and stick to, just flavours I like to cook.
But he's whisking it up, which is aerating it good. He's got his milk and cream on with his vanilla stick in that's coming up to the boil. He says he's not made an anglaise for a long time, but he's done OK. I hope he doesn't forget the calvados.
So the creme anglaise made, we're just waiting for the tatatame to cook now, right?
Yeah.
And just pour a little bit of calvados in.
How long have I got left, time-wise?
You got 3 minutes.
I should have caramelised the apple first and a bit of sugar and butter.
Yeah. So you got a tatatame with no sugar in it?
Aye, appears that way, doesn't it? I'm gonna make a caramel very, very fast.
Bingo.
Do you know what? I like your ingenuity. I think we're going to call you Unconventional Kyle.
Well, it looks a nice looking caramel, but some butter in there would make it better.
You're going to have to think about plating up soon.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah.
I feel like I've cheated a little bit there.
You've got a minute. Are you done?
Just custard, that's it. There you go. Ha.
Oh, dear.
Wow. I've seen a lot of tartatans made in my time in kitchens, but I've never, ever seen one made quite like that.
Never are.
Oh, that's sweet.
The tatatame making, you completely forgot about the sugar. You've also made a caramel separate. Only thing is, the caramel was a dry caramel, which has then set quite hard, like toffee.
I actually think you've probably not done much pastry at all. In fact, I think probably the last time you did any pastry was probably in catering college. Am I right?
You're right, aye.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I could see here. You had no clue what you were doing, but you did get yourself through it. Not bad, nonetheless. We've had worse.
We have a lot worse. You did make big mistakes, but what is a positive is you kind of knew halfway through, and also you tried to rescue it. I like that. We'll see you in the next round.
I don't think I left a very good impression. I think, if anything, I look quite weak. Definitely something I need to rectify, and quick.
I think we've got 4 very interesting chefs here.
We had good skills tests, apart from Kyle had a bit of a wobble, but I actually like the fact that he tried to rescue it. I think that's a real positive.
I think we're going to have a great second round.
Yeah.
Yeah, good bunch.
This is your signature 2-course menu. The food you're about to cook is going to give us an insight as to the food that excites you, the food that you enjoy.
Come on, do your best. Give us a difficult judging.
1 hour and 30 minutes to deliver a fabulous main and a dessert. At the end of this, 2 of you will be leaving us. Show us what you got.
I'm feeling good. I have given a bit of work to do, but I want to prove that I can do this. I've got what it takes, really.
I am excited to put my food up in front of the judges. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, as always. You want to put out the best you can do, so let's hope I can follow through. Being a chef is a massive part of my identity. Whether it's a holiday, it's always based on food, or if it's at home, it's about trying different things. So yeah, it's a huge part of who I am.
So tell us, what's your menu?
So to start with, I'm doing a lamb saddle. It's going to go with a goddess dressing. So that will be with anchovies, tarragon, wild garlic, lemon juice, and a little bit of creme fraiche to finish it. And then that's going to go with some seaweed glazed carrots.
A goddess sauce? I've never heard of it.
My old head chef said that it used to be pretty popular back in the 80s, and I love the idea of it pairing with lamb with the anchovies.
And for dessert?
Yeah, my dessert is a coconut bavarois. So a set coconut mousse, a little bit of champagne jelly on top, yuzu, elderflower, glazed strawberries, and some coconut biscuit.
You're Australian, your partner's French. Can I ask you, after all your travels, why here?
The food scene, it's something that we're always told about in Australia. If you're a chef, you've got to go to England. Me and my partner would like to open up our own restaurant, hopefully in the not-too-distant future.
Kasey has got a great-sounding menu. She's taking the lamb saddle, she's putting it in a backpack and cooking it in a water bath. It should come out, get sealed off in a pan, and then rested before she cuts into it.
Shallot chutney, so you're going to get a little bit of sweet and sourness. We've got goddess dressing. That's where the anchovy comes into this dish. It's a strong flavoured fish, but it just seems to complement lamb very well.
I'm pretty confident. I just have to get a wiggle on and put the foot on the gas and hope for the best.
Her dessert is a coconut bavarois, a coconut puree which has been heated up, the gelatin has been added to it, and she's added some lightly whipped cream into it once it's cooled down. Almond, coconut, rosemary biscuit, a nice crunchy biscuit for texture. Champagne jelly, I want to taste the alcohol, the sweetness. The jelly cannot be set too hard.
25 minutes gone, everybody. 25 minutes gone.
Definitely a man on a mission. I want to put some graft in now. Managed to practice these a couple of times, so it's a dish I'm hopefully comfortable with.
What are you making, Carl?
Lamb rack with ewe curds and black truffle stuffed morel, white and green asparagus, jus gras, and I've got a herb puree and anchovy emulsion. And then for dessert, I'm doing a creme fraiche parfait, meringue, caramelised sourdough with caramelised miso caramel, something that I know how to do, which I've mucked up first time round.
Kyle, really?
Really.
You did a skills test and you've got caramel on here.
Gonna nail it this time, though.
Do you have family at home?
Yes. I've got a wife and my little girl, Grace, as well. She's only 7. My biggest critic, so, yeah. Very excited. She keeps asking when it's on and stuff like that.
All right, smash it, Carl. Good luck.
Hey, we chef.
Carl's first course is rack of lamb. The success for this dish is really good lamb cookery, a very good sauce, and just making all the elements around the outside perfect. lovely herb puree, fresh asparagus. Jura is a split gravy, bit of fat running through it.
I like the sound of morels being stuffed with black truffle and used curd. Hopefully the used curd mix isn't going to split and become grainy in there.
Kyle's pudding, we've got a creme fraiche parfait. Nice and cold, nice and rich. I want it to be really creamy. Topped with Italian meringue. You need to be very careful of the quantity of meringue that you pipe on top. You do not want this dessert to be too sweet, especially when it's sitting next to caramelised sourdough and a miso caramel.
This is one of the biggest things I've ever done. This is my time to shine and to show who am I and what my food is. Let's see.
What are your 2 courses?
Herb-crusted lamb rack with black olive and smoked anchovy tapenade, sun-dried red pepper jam, caramelized strawberry onion, and a cumin jus. For the pudding, I'm doing a strawberry and almond tart with rose water and strawberry jelly, cinnamon and ricotta ice cream, and macerated strawberries.
Your main course, you've got the flavours of Malta here. Mediterranean,
Yes, chef.
but with influences from North Africa.
Yeah, I think there's loads of influences. We use a lot of spices and herbs like coriander, cumin. I love cumin with lamb. I just love it.
Right, listen, we better let you get on.
Yes, chef.
Don't forget you've got your lamb to cook soon.
Yes, chef.
Giovanni's cooking a rack of lamb. He's got mint and parsley crust going on there.
We're halfway through the cook at the moment. He certainly needs to get that lamb on. The most important thing with lamb cookery is you can't rush it. The rack of lamb, that's a render of fat. It needs to be rested. Caramelised onions, that'll bring a lovely flavour to this dish. And, of course, pepper jam. I like the sound of that. The sun-dried peppers, very strong in flavour, so it's going to be sweet and sour. I don't want it too sweet, though.
Black olive and beach-smoked anchovy tapenade. Oh, the tapenade will work wonders with lamb.
My dessert is a nod to my nan, because she passed away back in January. She used to make a strawberry jelly and ice cream, and we used to love it. So this is a salute to her.
His dessert is a strawberry and almond frangipane. I love the idea of adding cinnamon with the sheep's ricotta ice cream. That'll be a lovely edge that I think will complement the vanilla and the almond flavour of the frangipane. Right, chefs, you've got 20 minutes left. 20 minutes.
I've practiced my signature dish about 3 times with my boyfriend there timing me and distracting me with questions and writing notes. So it's been quite extensive.
Right, what are you cooking?
Turbot poached in a lemon and champagne beurre blanc with a pea and asparagus puree and a crab croquette.
What about pudding?
Honey and lavender panna cotta with sauterne poached apricots and a pistachio tuile.
We know the career you've had, but your passion for cookery, where did that start?
Growing up, food was always a time where the whole family came together. It would always be around some sort of party and a table surrounded by all the people you love.
Who was the cook in the house?
My mum is a very good cook.
Is Mum proud now of what you've achieved?
I hope so, although I was expecting a good luck call or text, and none was received.
What's Mum's name?
Sarah.
Sarah, here, your little girl's on the telly. Send her a message. I've sorted it for you, Gabs.
Now I'm in trouble.
Let's bang out all of those.
Gabrielle's menu sounds fascinating. The turbot needs to gently poach. It cannot afford to be boiled. Otherwise, it will dry out. She's serving it with potato scales. Sounds interesting. It's got to make sure they're evenly cooked and they don't burn on the edges. Spiced crab croquettes. The bechamel needs to be thick enough so the croquettes are going to hold. We've got pea and asparagus puree, so that's going to have a vibrant green colour, and of course, lovely and smooth.
We've got a honey and lavender panna cotta. The most important thing is that the panna cotta has to be set just right. You want to have the honey, that's going to bring sweetness, and of course the lavender, the flavour of an English garden. Pistachio tuile, so that's going to bring some texture.
Gabrielle is poaching her apricots in a sauterne, which is a sweet wine. She's also got honey, so it's going to make sure she has the balance of the sweetness there. Otherwise, it will completely take over. Chefs, you have just 8 minutes left. You need to start thinking about getting some food dressed.
A little bit behind plan, but getting there.
Dessert's looking good. Lamb just needs to render down a little bit more, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no worries. Got everything on that I need to have on. Asparagus, cod lamb, morels, plate up. See if I can get it over the line.
We've got a couple of minutes, guys. Are we plating?
Yes, chef.
Chefs, it is final touches. Right, time's up. Stop, please, stop.
Hey, Bo, you right? Oh my God. Well done, guys. It's done, it's finished. Thank God.
For sous chef Kyle's main, he has cooked a rack of lamb. Morels stuffed with black truffled ewe's curd, white and green asparagus, lovage and parsley puree, anchovy puree, and a lamb and caper jus gras.
The lamb is fabulous. It's beautifully cooked. I love the sharpness of the vinegar in the sauce, and the truffle running through your little morel there is great. Good dish, that, Cal.
Cheers.
Well done.
Your herb puree is really strong with lovage. Rarely do you get anything with lovage, and it's quite bitter. I'm really enjoying taking the crunch of the asparagus, putting it with your sauce, with the anchovy, with your herb puree, very, very much.
Nice pockets of surprises in there, from the mint and the capers in your sauce, or the sharpness of the sauce. The anchovy puree, you've only got a small amount there, and you don't want any more because it's very strong. Well done, chef.
For his dessert, Kyle has made a creme fraiche parfait topped with meringue, with caramelized sourdough and a miso caramel.
Kyle, I really like the presentation. It's simplistic, yet full of things that I'm looking at and I want to try.
Your parfait is beautifully chilled. It's incredibly creamy. The correct amount of Italian meringue on top, beautifully burnt, and I love the bitter notes of your sourdough on top. You delivered an absolute stunning dessert here.
You did my skills test and you made a caramel that was rock hard, but you nailed it in your miso caramel sauce here.
Kyle, that's fantastic. It's really sophisticated. I'm loving that. Your parfait is creme fraiche. It is sour like a yoghurt. You've got sweet Italian meringue, then you've got bitterness from those cocoa nibs. Why on earth you couldn't do a simple dessert in the skills test, I've no idea when you can put this together.
Yeah, good feedback. I'm very proud of how it went.
Good done, buddy.
And I think I proved the point that I belong in this competition.
Private Chef Gabrielle's main course is poached turbot with sliced potato scales, spiced crab croquette, blanched green beans and asparagus, pea and asparagus puree, and a champagne and lemon beurre blanc.
That sauce has gone a little bit greasy and it's too heavy with acidity. The rest of your dish, I think, is absolutely delicious. Your turbot, it tastes like a fish that's just had a bath in butter. It's absolutely lovely. It's melting. I like the potato scales you put on it. The little crunch of that, they're good.
The vegetables perfectly cooked. The asparagus puree, that's great, tastes good. But the croquettes, it's a little bit on the heavy side. Little croquettes should just be light and fluffy inside.
The fish is beautifully poached. Your vegetables, lovely, vibrant green. But the beurre blanc has split, which is a shame because it needs that sauce to bring everything together.
For her dessert, Gabrielle has made honey and lavender panna cotta, sauterne poached apricots, and a pistachio tuile.
There's two things for me missing in your panna cotta. Sugar is not enough. I can't taste the lavender. And I want my apricots just to be sweetened up a little bit because they're just a little bit, bit tangy.
An absolutely lovely, crispy, thin twill, nutty pistachios, just absolutely lovely. But the panna cotta has got too much setting agent in it. I'd eat it, but I would prefer it not as bouncy.
I'm loving the apricots with the sauternes through it, but I find my panna cotta just a touch too firm. You okay? Sorry.
That's all that emotion from and stress from the day coming out. It happens a lot.
The MasterChef kitchen is so much tougher than any other kitchen I've been in. To have them looking at you and questioning you about your dish is just a kind of pressure that I cannot describe.
Executive head chef Jovan has made rack of lamb with a mint and parsley crust, sun-dried pepper jam, caramelized onion, black olive, anchovy and pine nut tapenade, and a cumin lamb sauce.
I like your presentation, but this lamb, albeit mine's nice and pink, could have certainly done with being sliced. It's really difficult to eat when you have to cut through the bones. In the sauce, I love the flavour of cumin, that North African flavour. This dish can deal with that. I think the chutney's delicious, the tapenade's great, the sauce is great, very good.
I really like the sweet peppers in your chutney. The onion is sweetness again, natural sweetness with a bit of bite. So I'm happy.
It's a great plate of food. Tapenade with the anchovies and capers works so well, but you put a twist with the pine nuts in there. I've enjoyed that. But if you're going to say mint crumb on there, make sure it sinks through.
For Jovan's dessert, he has made a strawberry and almond tart with macerated strawberries, strawberry and rosewater jelly, strawberry jam, and a sheep's ricotta and cinnamon ice cream.
You've got a little hint of rosewater there. You've got a nice flavour of the strawberries on top, but your tart is dense and it's heavy. If I just take the tart and eat that with a cup of tea, perfect. But as a dessert, it doesn't work. I saw you put the jelly on straight away, and it was literally melting under your very eyes. Ice cream's grainy, the ricotta's there, but I'm not getting that energy of cinnamon. So you're missing key things here.
It's a shame your jelly is not the right texture, but it's a lovely flavour of sweet, sharp strawberry and almost haunting rosewater. The cake, it's like a take on a Bakewell tart. Frangipane in the middle with some fruity jam. The flavours I'm really enjoying.
The tart with the strawberry works so well, and with your sheep's ricotta ice cream, it should all come together. But because the ice cream is overchurned, it's become grainy, it's not worked.
So gutted. I can't believe I failed so badly. I hate pastry. The amount of hours put in is ridiculous. So it will be very hard. I go home today.
For head chef Kasey's main course, she has made a sous vide lamb saddle, dulse seaweed glazed carrots, oyster leaves, wild garlic, shallot chutney and tarragon, with a wild garlic and creme fraiche goddess sauce.
Kasey, you can't put all this food in that little circle. It doesn't fit.
The lamb's nice and pink, and carrots are wonderfully cooked, and I love the way that you've prepared them. There's so much care.
Your goddess sauce, it's citrusy, it's salty from anchovy, it's got the strong tarragon flavour, which I like, a lot of garlic. I like that, I think that's a good idea.
Love the seaweed on there. There's a lovely little saltiness there, but the sweetness is definitely coming through into the carrots, and they've got a lovely bite to them, beautifully prepared. The chutney on the side is sweet and sour. I like your ideas, and I like your execution, but you just got to think of what it looks like, not just what it looks like, but how you eat it. And it's just the wrong plate.
For Kasey's dessert, she has made a coconut beauvoir topped with champagne jelly, fresh strawberries, an almond, coconut and rosemary biscuit, and an elderflower strawberry coulis.
Because I think your dessert presentation is so much better. I love the colours of it with the strawberries on top. The champagne jelly is delightful. It's popping. You haven't burnt the champagne off, you know, so you're enjoying the flavours of the champagne on there. And the strawberries of elderflower is delightful.
You don't see bavoise much. It's really nice to see, effectively, a classic. Love the yuzu in the strawberries. The strawberries are delicious. The sauce around the outside is delicious. The coconut biscuit literally melts in your mouth. It's like ice cream. It's an indulgence of strawberries and cream on another level.
Absolutely loving these flavours. That jelly on the top I'm finding divine. It's like a gulp of champagne you've just swallowed. It's just left a little bit of sharpness on it. It's really lovely, really refreshing. It's also helped along by the elderflower. Great flavours, great invention. Coconut, strawberry, champagne. You must have had some wonderful picnics.
I'm kicking myself about my choice of plate. I hesitated between two different types of plates and I went for that one in the end and it just wasn't the right one, which ultimately kind of let the dish down a little bit. My collapse now. But I'm happy that they enjoyed the dessert. Yeah, I'm buzzing about that.
We've got 4 very good chefs here. What I liked about them was the diversity in the ideas, their thinking, their cookery. There was mistakes here and there, but I'd rather have that problem than basic food.
The most remarkable story of the day is Kyle. He had, without doubt, the worst skills test, came in here with a point to prove and set about his task incredibly well.
A lot of skill on show there today. Really nice surprises as you were eating the dish.
That dessert from Kyle today wasn't just my favourite dessert in the kitchen, it was my favourite plate in the kitchen. I just thought it was incredible.
He deserves to go through, don't you think?
I do, I agree.
Right, Gabrielle, Kasey, Jovan, one of them is going through to the next round, 2 of them are going home.
Kasey's lamb was nice and pink. Presentation, it's just a shame to take all that and cram it into the smallest plate she could find.
Goddess sauce was interesting. A little bit of saltiness from the seaweed.
I really enjoyed Kasey's bavois. Strawberries with the yuzu, that was a good idea. Champagne jelly, I thought was absolutely delicious.
Gabrielle's menu sounded great. Fish was nicely cooked. I thought the vegetables were nicely cooked. It was a disappointment about the sauce because it needed the richness of a proper butter sauce to bring this dish together.
The pudding, like sugar in areas, like lavender in the panna cotta.
I loved the apricots that she had put through the sauternes, but the panna cotta for me was just a bit too set.
Jovan did very, very well with his main course of lamb. It was pink. He gave us a nice sauce that he'd flavoured with cumin and a lovely olive tapenade.
Joanne's dessert, the strawberries on top of the dish were excellent, delicious. But it was too heavy, too big. I didn't like it.
Chefs, dig deep. What are we going to do?
I would be buzzing if I got through the next round. I would appreciate another chance to show them what I can do.
I think I've worked very hard to get this far, and it would be a shame if I had to leave at this stage.
There were elements that went well, but I don't know whether it's enough to get me through the day.
It hasn't gone unnoticed how much this means to each and every one of you. The first chef going through is Kyle. Congratulations. Kyle, well done. The chef joining Kyle in the next round is Kasey. Well done.
Thank you.
Gabrielle, Jovan, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great to have met you. It was very tight.
It's not completely unexpected. It's super frustrating to go home on the first day, but I feel like the competition was so tight.
I think I gave it a good shot, and I'm leaving with a lot of pride. I'm just gonna go see my girlfriend, have a nice drink, and chill, and I take a break, really.
Well done.
Congratulations.
Well done. You are on your way. Congratulations.
I can't believe I just made it through to the next round. That is amazing. I think I'll keep taking whatever pressure they throw at me and hope I can turn it into some good cooking.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. Can't wait to do the next round. Obviously, I've got a lot more planned for the future rounds if I succeed.
Next time, it's the quarter-final. And this week's most talented chefs return to face 2 tough challenges.
1, 2, 3, go!
That's very, very impressive.
Only the best will earn a place in Knockout Week.
This might be one of the best things I've ever eaten in my history of doing this show.